Back-to-back pregame lounge with the fellas.
Yes, back to back.
Hold on. Neither of you were here yesterday. This is not back-to-back.
Not a back-to-back for us. Back-to-back here. What's up, everybody? Welcome into the pregame lounge.
Let's go.
We are presented by Bet365. Never ordinary. Nuggets on a back-to-back tonight in Charlotte against Ish Smith and the Charlotte Hornets.
Real fast, since we're talking about Bet365, how did you guys do on the show yesterday?
We did well.
I'd love to know.
We got piped in some intel that we shared to the people.
Ooh.
We got an anonymous source. He preferred to remain anonymous. Told us to bet Jamal Murray points.
They said that Jamal was going to have his best game of the year.
They didn't say that. They just said points. That's what the anonymous source said.
And what happened?
We got the points thanks to the anonymous source.
These people here, man. These people are good.
Well,
But then
I'm
we
glad
also
you guys
parlayed
made
it
some
with
money.
Jokic points,
Yeah.
which the anonymous source had no take on, and
Man.
that also hit.
And it hit?
Oh, yeah.
So you guys, hey, things were not ordinary. Things were not ordinary.
Never are. They never are.
They're never ordinary here with Bet365. I'm Harrison Wynn. That's D-Line.
What's up, guys? Let's go. It's Christmas time. Got all my shopping done today via an online pickup app.
So you're the ultimate last-minute shopper. I guess you could even go more last minute than you did today, though.
I have been known very literally to be in a Walmart on Christmas Eve buying the last pieces of
What's like the worst situation you've been in with last-minute Christmas shopping?
I
need 100% honesty right now.
I bought my dad like a weird undersized like I had this smattering of items, this weird undersized shop vac, a wet dry shop vac, and then like a cassette for American Beauty. It
Nice.
was a strange scene
Nice. On December 24th.
on literal Christmas Eve. Yes.
That's Superstar Dev.
Look, I went to Allen Fieldhouse yesterday, and
Yeah, how were you there yesterday and you're back here today?
I understand everything about basketball. And what I will tell you is James Harden be carrying and traveling. I'm just telling
Like
you.
you in the airport.
Both things.
What were you at out in Fieldhouse for?
A trip. I just wanted to take a trip.
Dude, that's dope.
Yeah, it was fun. It was great.
Wait, where
You
is
saw
Allen?
where basketball was originated.
All of basketball. I even took a picture with Naismith.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he was at Allen Fieldhouse in Kansas yesterday.
What?
Yeah. I like that though because you went and saw a bit of basketball mecca, so maybe now the basketball gods will be shining down on us.
That's
after you-
exactly what I did.
after you
I took the
visited them yesterday.
pilgrimage, and now I'm here.
All right, I like
I
that.
love how much we just take every religious idea and just smash it together and then make it about basketball.
Yeah,
That's what you're
we
supposed
do
to
on
do.
the show.
That's how religion works.
That's what we do. Guys, the Nuggets are in Charlotte. They've got the Hornets tonight on the second night of a back-to-back after beating the Nets last night in Brooklyn. Here's what's going on with the Hornets.
No, I'm so excited because if they had some of their players and did that, who he play for, I would not know.
Charlotte is 7-19. They've lost six
Jesus.
in a row. On the season, they're 26th in offense, 30th in defense. LaMelo Ball is out of the lineup. Their center, Mark Williams, is out of the lineup as well.
Oh man,
They are starting a five-some of Terry Rozier, Gordon Hayward, Miles Bridges, Nick Richards, Brandon Miller.
see, I knew all of them, but besides Nick Richards,
He's at center.
Yeah. Who's more scary, Terry or Miles Bridges?
Well, I'll tell you this. Terry Rozier, last 10 games, 25 points per game.
you should do field goal attempts per game. I bet you was high.
I
But
bet it is high, too.
yeah, there's a guy named Nick Richards that has to guard you. Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
Tough.
Good
season.
luck, buddy.
And the day before Christmas.
Yeah.
Gonna ruin his
Yeah,
Christmas
that's gonna be a
early.
present for
They,
sure.
they played the Pacers the other night. The Pacers score a ton of points on everybody. They play at a ridiculous pace, but the Pacers put up 144 on them the other night. Huge games for like Buddy Hield, huge games for guys off their bench. So if the Nuggets come with the serious approach tonight, this should be an easy win, even though it is a back-to-back. But
Oh, Terry Rozier's out.
oh, he is.
Yeah.
That's who was out. Remember, I was trying to figure out.
Yeah. Superstar, or the anonymous source that I was referencing earlier was attempting to find the lines for this game, but they were locked.
Goodness.
And the
All right,
anonymous source was worried that Jokic was out, but it turns out not
Now
that
I have
scary.
to change my Charlotte pick.
That's interesting. He wasn't on the injury report, so I don't know. But yes, this is a game that the Nuggets should take care of business of. But with Terry Rozier out, I'm just receiving the starting lineup here. You'd never guess who's moved into starting point guard for the Charlotte Hornets.
Is it Ish Smith?
It's
Ish
Ish Smith.
Oh my
Oh,
Ish
God.
Smith is
dude.
starting
Man,
out
good for
point
him.
guard
Like, seriously.
for the Hornets tonight
You get to
with
play
Terry
against
Rozier out.
your team that you won a championship with.
And he
you
also
get
is
to, that's your first time, like, really, like, starting all year. It has to be.
He's also a professional Nuggets killer.
Oh, man.
He was the guy, the quote unquote guy who always kills the Nuggets before he came to the Nuggets.
Rashawn Holmes.
Now he's ready
Ish
to
Smith.
reclaim the mantle.
Oh my God.
And really, like, this is really, I like the fact that he's going to get his opportunity against Denver. Like,
Yeah.
you know, he came here, he practiced all damn year. He was a practice player. Didn't get to play much, but he was a good locker room presence, and he gets to play against his old team. I expect him to try to kill him.
Yeah.
They're going to be down 25, and he's going to have 25, and I'm fine with that.
Yo, I'm a little nervous about Ish Smith. I mean, he's older, but I'm a little nervous, man. Ish Smith.
Oh, are you?
That name, like, whatever. We'll
You
see.
know what Jamal's going to do to Ish Smith?
Starting for the Nuggets, regular starters: Jamal Murray, KCP, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon, and Nikola Jokic. What are you watching for tonight, Dev? Do you have any buddy in particular you have your eyes closest on tonight?
Yeah. How much can Jamal kill Ish Smith?
Yeah.
I'm really trying to see that matchup now. Like, if you're gonna like take it, like just have fun with it, or you're gonna actually destroy him. Also, there's a guy named Nick Richards guarding Nikola. I want to see if he's like, hey, I see what other guys are doing. I'm gonna put up some monster numbers because I'm able to against these type of guys. I know that they're excited that they're getting through these back-to-backs. I'm really shocked that that all the starters are playing in this one. But as they're looking good right now, I'm expecting them to just stay in this type of rhythm no matter who it is that they're playing. So I think that they still try to take care of business in this one.
What about you, D-Line?
This is one of these games. We were talking about this just a minute ago. This is one of these games that you look at, you're like, why are they even playing this game? And then, like, games like this have a tendency to have weird things happen. I don't anticipate it. You never do. That's the point of a trap game. It wouldn't be a trap if you saw it coming. But I don't know. You just never know what you're going to get in games like this. I fully expect the Nuggets to just run roughshod over the Charlotte Hornets and just make mincemeat of them the day before Christmas. But you just don't know. East Coast could be looking forward, looking past rather. I don't know. I don't feel very definitive about this.
It
game.
honestly has all the feels of a weird game. It absolutely does. Back to back, finishing up a road trip, third game of the road trip. The last game of a road trip is always the toughest. Everybody knows that. Against a bad team in the Hornets that it's easy to play down to. I've got my eye on the bench, though, tonight, because with the injuries that Charlotte has, now learning that Terry Rozier is out for this game, that brings one of the Hornets' best players off the bench into the starting lineup. Their bench is really bad. They've got PJ Washington, who's actually like one of their better players, who's coming off the bench. He's like pretty much a sixth starter for them. But other than that, their bench is terrible. Like, they have an awful, awful bench, as you'd expect them to. So Peyton Watson, Christian Brown, Reggie Jackson, whoever the Nuggets go with at center. I'm guessing it's going to be Zeke Naji tonight. Feel like it should.
Who's their backup?
That's a good question.
Who he play for?
It's a good question. They've got this dude, Nathan Mensa Puzzle, who played 7 minutes the other night off the bench.
The Mensa Society? Really?
They've got JT Thor, who got 6 minutes of action, who's like 6'9" and god awful. They don't have a lot of options.
Okay,
it should be
a Zeke
Zeke
night.
tonight.
Sounds like a Zeke
It
night.
should be a Zeke night, but I think this is the game where, maybe the Nuggets starters come out a little sluggish, and the Nuggets bench wins them the game. That's what I would predict happens tonight, actually.
That's actually the one thing that I feel good about is that even if the starters are blasé, the bench is like supremely hungry for the Denver Nuggets. So they're going to bring effort regardless. So that does make me feel better, even though if we have a bench off, I don't want to watch that game, but I feel good about the Nuggets' chances.
Peyton Watson's my most favorite player to watch every game.
The bench used to be like not fun. It's fun now. You get to watch.
Man.
You get to watch
I'm saying
Peyton,
like
Julian.
their side of the
Yeah, you have a mid off.
Let's go over to Hangover Takes now. Nuggets, of course, coming off this win over the Nets. I wasn't on the show last night. Dev wasn't on the show last night. You were on the show last night.
I was on the show last night, and my takes were largely Hangover Takes then.
Well, I would love to hear your overarching hangover take from last night.
It's peanut butter jelly time.
Yes.
It's peanut butter jelly time. The two towers of power for the Denver Nuggets have reunited, and it's like,
I love that.
Get out of the way, man. Like, you just see why the Denver Nuggets are the reigning world champs when those two are going. We were after the show was over, we were just talking about it. We were having hot bots and hot takes, and like, I was just like, what? How much would that suck to play against Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic?
Yeah.
Going down the stretch, Miles Bridges was really good, or Mikal Bridges was good. He was like attacking, getting to the rim, finishing like pretty regularly.
Yeah.
But Jokic and Murray scored every time down. Like, they scored like 7 out of 10. We scored 10 out of 10. Like, you cannot stop that. Like, and it felt frustrating watching Mikal. I was like, dude, imagine watching Nikola and Jamal. Like, that has to suck. I'm so glad I never have to experience that, because if they play for another team, I'll kill myself.
I mean, you're right, though, on all accounts. The second part especially. But, I mean, Jamal Murray, his best game of the season last night, probably. 32 points, 11 to 19. He had a Murray flurry last night, right?
Yep.
And
that third quarter.
One of the only ones one of the few we've seen of those
global
this
warming,
season.
Dude.
Global warming.
And then Nikola Jokic, 31, 11, and 7. I asked a question in the post-game show a few nights ago that seems like it's gaining more traction by the game. Peyton Watson outplayed Christian Brown again last night, I think, from looking at the box score and looking at the conversation on social media. P. Watt, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 4 or 5 from the field in 20 minutes, and he closed the game, right? He closed the game over Michael Porter.
He was tapped to close the game by Michael Malone, and it was, in the end, not necessarily the greatest. It wasn't a clear-cut best decision. Mm-hmm. P. Watt made a great offensive play, and then he made a terrible defensive play, which is exactly the opposite of what you're expecting when you put him in.
Yeah. The other thing that happened last night, and I'm sure you guys hit this on the postgame show, but Nikola Jokic is now the Nuggets' all-time leading rebounder.
Yep.
And now he is the all-time leading rebounder and assister. He has the most rebounds and assists in Nuggets franchise history. It's an incredible accomplishment. It's an unbelievable accomplishment.
He's not a point guard.
Well, it's just insane, and also
It's
that could be a hangover take. He's going to lead the Nuggets in every single category. Every single one of them.
The points is going to be the hardest though, because I've looked at it.
Every one of them.
He probably needs to play like 6 more seasons at this level, or a little under this level in terms of scoring.
He will.
Like, he's got to average 20 something a game for the next 6 seasons, and he'll probably get there.
That's insane.
And
to
then
think about.
him leading the Nuggets in all-time points, rebounds, assists is going to be it's perfect.
We equated it to what it must feel like when you walk into the gym in Chicago, and it's just everything. Michael Jordan is just staring down at you. It's just very clearly like there's like I was trying to think about it this morning. Like, who do you think the Bulls' best player was before Michael Jordan? Like, who was the guy that they were like, oh man,
Right.
it's whatever. And the same thing's going to be with Jokic. Like, the Nuggets, in most people's eyes, will start in this era.
Yeah.
Like, this is when the Nuggets began, and it's like it's all
AJ.
Jokic. It's
After
AJ,
Jokic,
dude.
not BJ, AJ.
AC, AJ, dude, after championship, and it's like that just is the Nuggets.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm happy he's got those 2 marks right now. Like, it's incredible. I mean, it's one of those moments where you really just look back and appreciate all he's done over the last 8 years. It's unbelievable. Let's go on to a little pregame around the association because the Nuggets are having a good season, guys. They're 20-10. They got a nice point differential, 11-2 at home, top 10 offense and defense.
They don't hate each other.
Yeah. There are a couple teams, though, that are having disastrous seasons. And I wanted to highlight two in particular.
Let me guess.
One in the East, one in the West.
Let me see if I can guess which one in the West.
Do you want to start in the East or do you want to start in the West?
Well,
Let's go East.
let me think. The sun sets in the West, so let's start in the East.
Okay. The Detroit Pistons are 2-26. They've lost
Jesus.
25 in a row.
I bet them to make the playoffs before the season
No, you
started.
didn't.
After they started the season 2-1, you must have been feeling pretty good.
I was feeling good. It was like plus like 150,000 or something. Like I've already cashed out. I lost my money, but I was like, I could see it. Cade
You
coming
didn't
back.
cash out on that.
The fact that there was a cash, I cashed out for like $2 on a $25 bet.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised they gave you that.
Yeah, dude, I took the money and I ran.
But it's so bad for the Pistons right now that their owner actually held a press conference yesterday with reporters to give some, I don't know, like try to give a vote of confidence to his team amid this disastrous, historically bad stretch of basketball. And he said, quote, changes will be coming.
Yeah.
Well, what does that even mean at 2-26?
It means your coach is probably out of here, buddy.
Dude, they just paid their coach $100 million almost.
We made mistakes on our end. Also,
Bro.
that has to be horrible. Like, because everybody's making it seem like it's the coach that is like bad or that has to
Monty
be the
Williams?
No. He actually deserves every single one of those dollars because he's actually having to coach. He actually has to give motivational speeches at halftime.
Maybe he should
after
start
the first
wrapping
quarter.
the scouting report.
He has to actually.
yeah,
do
that might
be a good,
He's
Get
working.
Get him that book on how to connect to millennials.
He's actually working. So I think
Now
that
he's
he
gotta
deserves
connect
that
the
money.
Gen Zers. that book's double in length.
Oh man,
Think about if you had to be in the losers lounge every single damn night.
I live my life in the losers lounge, but at night it's winners lounge time.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that.
Yeah. So the Pistons are in really bad shape. I mean, like you, I bet there were people in Pistons headquarters that thought they could contend for at least a play-in spot.
Yes, with Cade Cunningham coming back, I was sure like that's a big deal. That's the number 1 overall pick. That guy is like an NBA player.
Yeah.
He's like a good NBA player. But wow, Monte Morris, like maybe it's some veteran presence, but it sounds like
He's actually having to work too.
I haven't heard of him playing a game this season.
I don't think he
He
has.
hasn't. That's what I'm saying. You have to be the vet in the locker room that's trying to motivate these guys. Like, hey, hang in there, man. Hang in there. I know this is the
Jesus.
15th straight loss, but things are going to be looking
He's
up.
like,
so-
I'll use what I used in Denver. Don't worry, everybody. Jokic has got this. Oh wait, god damn it!
The Pistons are in year 4 of a rebuild.
Year 4.
Sorry, year 5. Sorry, year 5.
and it seems like the only guy
They're
that
just
they have
digging
that's playing
down.
is Cade. Like, where are the other draft picks that they're getting?
They got Jalen Durant, nice
Oh, he's
athletic
not bad.
center.
When he
He's
plays.
good. It seems like Ivy's going to be a bust there, though.
They don't even
Amon
play him a lot
Thompson?
of nights.
Amon Thompson's
Or is
good,
it
but
Ashir
he's not
Thompson?
really a winning player right now.
Yeah, people were like
Asur
really.
Thompson,
yeah.
People were like way in on him.
He's good. It's
Right.
just he's
He's like-
not good on a
he can't
He's not going
terrible
to change
team.
the team.
Yeah.
You know, like he's a good piece. If you added him to Denver, we'd be head over heels. But
Oh, we'd love him.
yeah, I mean, that's rough. Didn't they get Wiseman? Did they start Wiseman?
I
Or was
mean,
that-
he
They
sucks.
got Wiseman.
It's
yeah.
horrible.
Everybody knew that.
Sucks,
But
man.
the Pistons, these last 5 years, they went 20-46, then 20-52, then 23-59. Last year they went 17-65. Now they're 2-26.
We would have to go to the losers lounge 59 times.
Yo, if you, dude, imagine you were. God, I just got flashbacks when you were just
I hope
hoping
we're
for
not going to
30,
Detroit.
a 30-win season. You were like, can we get 30 wins this year?
Yeah.
That's wild.
The other team who's having a disastrous season is the Phoenix Suns.
Yes, they are.
At least they're 14-14, though. They've at least had 14 winners' lounges. They are sitting in the 10th spot in the West right now. And I wake up this morning. What do I see? Eric Gordon is upset about his role and how many shots he's getting.
Eric Gordon's upset about his role, dude.
That would be like the equivalent of Reggie Jackson being upset about his shots.
Yeah, Zeke Naji goes to the podium.
Yeah. Do you guys think the Suns have any hope this season, or is it just done?
if Eric Gordon feels that he should have a big role on any team, they're screwed. They are ruined. You're supposed to be a vet and truly be a vet.
Yeah, that's a good point. He's supposed to be a vet.
Yeah, so like that, things are not well over there. And also, it just seems like they're just so unhappy. I feel bad for the Pistons because, you like Monty Williams. You like Kate Cunningham, and you feel like there should be opportunity.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad for Phoenix. I don't. And they're also starting to flip on guys that we knew that they were going to flip on. There was a whole Bobo train for a while. There was Nurkic is really good.
Diop.
Yeah, like those things were going to change. We knew that. We've seen that movie before. So that is brutal, though, that they're having a tough time like that, but good for them.
Bro, they are, if this goes the way it looks like it's going, I mean, I'm not sold that this is how it's going to all play out.
I'm not either, by the way.
I think, they need to get their big three together. They are exactly what everyone thought they were going to be on defense. They are exactly what everyone thought they were going to be in the second unit. They do have guys that can score. They cannot have Devin Booker running the point. But the fact that they're kind of like already using the podium to talk to one another is like, that's not a great sign, man. That's not a great sign at all. Like, there is no faith in Frank Vogel in Suns land right now. And why would there be? I mean, the crazy thing is that if it does go in the same direction that it's trending, they are in so much trouble as a franchise. They traded so many first-round draft picks to get Kevin Durant. They are so screwed if this goes badly, and it looks like it is. Like, Matt Ishbia really looks like he came in like a wrecking ball and wrecked everything.
I was just thinking the other day, you know who you haven't heard from in a while? Matt Ishbia.
I know.
Remember how much you heard from him?
Oh, man.
When he got that team?
Yeah.
He was fighting players and stuff.
Running the team
wrestling with players.
Dude, let's think about that.
Most popular guy in Phoenix.
Matt Ishbia.
Haven't heard from him in a while.
Matt Ishbia has the golden touch of a subprime predatory lender.
Yeah.
He's got his main man Mel Tucker in tow, who's been shamed, fired, sent out of college football. He has destroyed the Phoenix Suns. Man, you're really on a roll, man. His company doesn't do good for the world. It's just Matt Ishbia, man. Congratulations, you really came in and did the damn thing.
I think the Suns will ultimately make the playoffs, and they'll probably, maybe they'll win a round, maybe they won't. But good news for them. You know who they got on Christmas Day? The Dallas Mavericks.
Oh my god!
And Luka Doncic.
Is he playing? Is Luka going to be playing?
I would
He's out.
I'm sure
they're playing the Suns, man. Of course he's playing.
Yeah, he'll be playing with one leg if he has to.
All right, let's fire up the Bet365
Everybody
app.
talking loud when they open presents.
Let's win some money tonight.
Oh
Superstar
yeah, man.
Dev.
I told you I did all my shopping today. I got to recoup some money big time.
I will say that this one is tough because I didn't get to actually study because they were locked. They were saying that somebody wasn't going to play. Ended up being Scary Terry. Scary Terry was afraid to play against the Nuggets.
Did he dramatically shift the lines for this game?
0.5, half a point.
Not bad.
Denver comes in this game as 11-point favorites, which is so much.
Is a lot.
The thing is, they're going to win by much more than that. It's going to get ugly. I'm going to take Denver minus 11. I'm also going to take them in the first half. Was that minus 6? We should just take them each quarter.
Taking quarter by quarter?
We'll do the first quarter for sure. It's going to be like, what, minus 3?
First quarter is minus 3.5.
Let's take the first quarter.
Okay.
What is the half?
First half is
First half minus
Nuggets.
9.5.
No, Nuggets minus 6.5.
Yep.
First
So
half.
let's take
I'm in the same game
Let's
parlay.
take the minus 6, and then also let's take the minus 11 because they're going to be putting belt to ass today. So let's just
Okay.
do that one. On
Love that.
Charlotte's side of things, I thought it was going to be Scary Terry. It's not Scary Terry.
I know Dev so well. I know he was loading up on Terry
On
Rozier props
Scary
tonight.
Terry props.
It
I
was
thought
like
you guys had
Terry.
said it.
Like if he was on Bet365, it'd be a picture of him, and the title would be like Scary Terry, same game prop, and it'd be like Dev just betting Scary
God
Terry.
damn it, I
lines.
thought he was going to get it. But you know why I'm going to go under on? You guessed it, Harrison. Gordon Hayward.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm going to go under. It's like, I
feels
really,
like a
I wanted
personal
to go
attack
under that,
against
but now
Harrison.
he has to take shots because who else is going to score for them? And since we're going to ask that question, we might as well get the under for team props for Charlotte. It's 106.5. Denver hasn't got a Munder all year. And they keep getting close. This might be the Munder game, so I'm gonna go under 106.5 there.
A Munder on the second half of back-to-back would hit so good.
It's gonna happen.
I wonder if it's a Munder.
Also, Charlotte is a slow-paced team, and they don't score well. Denver is not going to want to push the pace.
That's not a good combination.
Yes, it's not going to be they're not going to push the pace. Denver's not. They're just like, okay, we'll take what you want. So I'm going to go under 224.
Okay.
For Denver, this is tough, really. It is, because everything has to happen in the first half. I don't think that you're going to see much of, Jokic, Jamal in the second half. I will stay on the Aaron Gordon train of scoring. His right now is at 13.5. I'm going to take the points. I just think that they're going to try to feed him inside. So I'm going to take the points there. I'll do Jamal over assist. I know he's been scoring, and he just came off of a big game scoring, but I'm going to go with the assist on this one. I don't think he's going to try to destroy Ish Smith the way that he should. But if he does, that just says how back he is. But his assists are only at 5.5. We might as well take the over there. We're going to get rebounds for Jokic. He's going to be able to get it every single time he goes up against Nick Richards. 12.5 rebounds is low. He could get that in the first half, especially with all those misses I expect they're going to get. And then for the lock.
Oh, here it comes.
I'm going to go Reggie Jackson over.
Ooh.
8.5 points. He has not been scoring well. He's not been really playing too much. Only 12 minutes. As of late, they haven't had to have him, play a lot of minutes, but I do think that he's going to get himself going in this game, and you'll get some fourth quarter minutes that you don't necessarily get. So I'm going to go Reggie Jackson over 8.5 points is my lock.
Yeah, that's what I had Reggie Jackson, and then my parlay for the night is Denver Nuggets money line, Reggie Jackson points, and a P. Watt. Oh, should we go a 3 from Peyton Watson?
Oh, this is a Peyton Watson game.
He's hit a 3 in 5 straight games.
6.5.
That's what I was going to bring up when you were done.
Whoa.
Are we at the point where we should be betting P-Watt over on points until they bump it up?
6.5?
He went for 4 straight games in double figures. He had 9 last night in Brooklyn. He's going to play a bunch tonight.
I'm going to put a lock in right now on him. Guess whose points are low? Ish Smith, 7.5.
He's starting at point guard.
He's starting at point guard. I'm gonna put Peyton Watson bet in.
I will take P-Watt over 6.5 points.
It's plus money too. I even think Christian Brown gets some points in this one.
Yeah,
dude, this is
I don't
fun.
see Christian.
Dude, I'm in on
6.5.
Christian Brown's also 6.5.
I'm in on Reggie points, Nuggets money line, P. Watt 3. He only needs to hit 1, and a P. Watt block. He only needs 1.
Didn't have a block last game.
Did not have a block last game, but
every time I look at the Nuggets box score after a game, I go straight to P-Watt. No blocks. I was like, what?
This feels like though, but I love the story that Dev has set up for us, where the Nuggets are so dominant that we get garbage time.
Yeah,
And
I think
P-Watt
it's
gets
either that or the starters are kind of lackadaisical and the bench
It's
brings
gonna be
some
bench.
juice to the game.
Malone's going to be mad. He's giving the bench a run regardless. If they're doing well or if they're not doing well, he's going to say, these guys want to play. But
I wish I could bet over
I know. I just did a rage bet.
1.5 rage timeouts tonight.
One rage bet for me.
I would take 2 rage timeouts tonight. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for popping by the pregame lounge. We'll be back post-game, hopefully in another winner's lounge. Hopefully after this Nuggets-Hornets game. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you guys then.
Let's go.
We all silly like the mayor.